What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your $600 second stimulus check update and $2,000 third stimulus check update, as well as the third stimulus package, which I now have details on. Just moments ago, these details on the next stimulus package under the Biden organization have just been released. This is absolutely breaking news. We're going to go over the details of what is in this package: stimulus checks, unemployment extension, all sorts of different buckets of money for you guys, as well as a few other breaking news regarding the first stimulus check and several different things. Let's jump right into it. But first, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new stimulus check updates, as there is going to be a third stimulus check and probably more after that, as well as unemployment updates and mortgage and rental assistance and student loan forgiveness and all those good buckets of money that I help you guys get on this channel. And to support this channel, just give us a like. That's all you have to do. Thank you guys so much for your support, and let's jump right into it. Couple pieces of absolute breaking news that I gotta share with you guys first. Republican freshman Congressman Marjorie Taylor Greene says that she plans to file articles of impeachment against Joe Biden the day after he is sworn in as president. She says, on January 21st, I am filing articles of impeachment on President-elect Joe Biden, she tweeted after the House voted to impeach President Donald Trump for the second time. She says on her Twitter page on January 21st, this is the day after he gets inaugurated on January 20th, I will be filing articles of impeachment against Joe Biden for abuse of power. Now, you guys know me. I don't lean left or lean right. I'll call Mitch McConnell out just as much as I'll call Nancy Pelosi out. And I've praised the president in the past for things like the $2,000 stimulus checks push. And I've criticized him for things in the past also. I pretty much just see things down the middle as a realist. I think this is absolutely ridiculous. She's telling people that she's going to file articles of impeachment against Joe Biden, who's not even in office yet. He's not even the president yet. So how can he have abuse of power when he's not even in there yet? He goes in there on the 20th, and she's saying that she's already going to file articles of impeachment. Oh my goodness. This is just a further example of our divided nation. And it's just now, in fairness, there's Republicans that are saying, well, you did this to President Donald Trump twice. You're doing this on his last week out, and you guys were petty enough to do this to us. So we're going to do it to you. But it kind of feels a little school children-ish, where we're like, well, he did this, so I'm going to do that. And it's just like, if this is the case, every president from here on out is going to be impeached in their first week of presidency. It's just, let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comments, because, yeah. Republican Senator Tom Cotton from Arkansas says that the Senate lacks the authority to hold an impeachment trial against President Donald Trump after he leaves office. And this is important because Mitch McConnell, who is still the Senate Majority Leader for the next few days, says that because the Senate is not in session right now, that they don't have to vote on this, the impeachment has already passed the House of Representatives. Now it has to go to the Senate. Mitch McConnell says that they don't have to vote on this until the Senate comes back in session, which is the day before the inauguration on the 19th. And maybe I should actually back up there. Not that they don't have to vote on it, that they don't even have to start the proceedings on it until the day before election. So basically, if Mitch McConnell gets that his way, which it looks like it's going to happen, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says that he can't do that he has to call them back and start the proceedings within 24 hours. Mitch McConnell says no, he doesn't have to do that because they're not in session. If he delays that until the day before the inauguration, basically they won't vote on that until President Donald Trump is actually out of office and Joe Biden has come in. Let me know your thoughts. Should they still continue on with an impeachment hearing after President Donald Trump has left the office? Republican Senator Tom Cotton says, quote, the Senate lacks the constitutional authority to conduct impeachment proceedings against a former president. The founders designed the impeachment process as a way to remove office holders from public office, not an inquest against private citizens. Now, this is, of course, if Mitch McConnell gets his way and they don't even start the proceedings on this until the day before Inauguration Day, which is on the 20th, that President Donald Trump won't even be president anymore, and he'll be a private citizen. The second draw of PPP loans that are forgivable loans are basically stimulus checks to people with side businesses, side hustles, side jobs such as Uber, Lyft. If you're a gig worker, an independent contractor, are now available. They have started on the 11th and have been opening up to more and more people and different banks every single day. So you can basically now start applying for PPP loans, which are forgivable loans for your side business. If you have any type of side business at all, you sell products on Amazon, you drive for Uber, you drive for Lyft, you can start applying for these now through a bank. So I suggest you go to your local bank. If you have a bank in your local city that you use, go there or set up an appointment, talk to one of the bankers there, and tell them you want to see if you're eligible to get a PPP forgivable grant through their bank. Or you can do it through an online bank such as veem.com, veem.com. This is available. I will be having more details for you guys on this in the coming days. Okay, next up, let's go over the brand new breaking details over what we're going to call the third stimulus check package. Okay, and this is the reason for, there's been more than 3 stimulus packages. I think there's like 5 or 6 that have passed now, but only 2 of them had a direct check. This one does have another direct check, which is exactly what we were expecting. So we're going to just call this on this channel the third stimulus check package. Let's go over the details of what we know so far will be in this package. Okay, first up, President-elect Joe Biden says that the next stimulus package that he's unveiling now will be $1.9 trillion for additional stimulus checks, a raise of unemployment, all sorts of different things in here. And interesting to see here, I went over this yesterday too. The current plan is the first of 2 major spending initiatives Biden will seek in just the first few months of his presidency. And this is exactly what I've been telling you guys: stimulus checks and stimulus packages until the pandemic is over. This will be the first one, and what he's calling an infrastructure package, which with all sorts of things in that also, which is basically going to have stimulus in it also, will be the next one. Okay, here are the preliminary details. I will be having more details on this coming forward. Direct stimulus checks of $1,400 to most Americans, bringing the total relief to $2,000, including the December $600 stimulus check payments that a lot of you guys are getting right now. So first off, this is what I call the plus up option. It's a $2,000 stimulus check, including the one that you're probably getting right about now. You may have gotten it a week or so ago. A lot of you guys are getting your checks literally today or yesterday, or they're still delayed. Let me know down below in the comments if your second stimulus check, you have still not gotten it. This will be a $1,400 plus up stimulus check. So $1,400 check to all individuals. Now, this is where the details are going to get interesting here. It looks like on a first glance of the details, it's $1,400 for adults and $1,400 for children, to make both adults and children equal $2,000, with the $600 stimulus check that you're likely getting about now. You just got it a few days ago, or you're still waiting on it. You're receiving it today. $2,000 total, so $1,400 for adults and $1,400 for children. I do not know the details yet of if it's for dependents or adult dependents. That bill that passed the House of Representatives like last week, the Cash Act, did include a $2,000 stimulus check for adult dependents and for college students. So that was going to give them a full $2,000 because they didn't get the $600 check. I will keep you updated. I'm going to have another broadcast tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern with more details as we kind of figure out more details, with Joe Biden's speech here coming up in about the time that this is going live. Remember, I have to film these videos about an hour to an hour and a half before, because I have to film it, I have to edit it, I have to upload it, and all those things to bring you guys the latest information. Okay, next up, he wants to increase the federal unemployment benefit bonus to $400 per week and extend it through the end of September. Okay. What I'm hearing so far is it looks like that it will be the $300 per week bonus to unemployment until the middle of March. Remember that goes until March 14th. It can go longer for some people, but then after the middle of March is when it will change from $300 per week to $400 per week. And this is exactly what I've also been telling you guys in this channel, that Joe Biden wants a slightly higher unemployment bonus. So it looks like they're going to be pushing for $400 per week unemployment boost instead of $300. This is an interesting one here, increasing the federal minimum wage to $15 per hour. Now, the interesting thing about this is that Republicans are very against this. This more than doubles the federal minimum wage. There's minimum wages in each state, but they all have to be over the federal minimum wage, which I believe is 7.25 right now, 7.25. So they're going to more than double it if they pass with this current wording of $15. Okay. Now, first of all, that will be a big shock to a lot of areas across the nation and a lot of small businesses. So a lot of small businesses probably won't be able to afford that. Right now, 20% of small businesses in the United States have already gone bankrupt because of the pandemic. 1 in 5. And by the time all this is over, I wouldn't be surprised if it's 1 in 4 or even more than that. So one, small businesses are going to have a very hard time with this. If especially if you're not in like New York City or Los Angeles or a very high cost of living place where the minimum wage is likely much higher than that anyways. If you're in a very rural town where minimum wage, say like a fast food restaurant or fast food, McDonald's or something like that, um, you know, minimum wages is higher in higher cost of living areas already, but everything costs more. As if you're in New York City or you're in LA, you know that everything costs more. So if they do get this to go through, and Republicans are going to be very against this, and Joe Biden says that he wants to pass this with bipartisan support, this next package. So he wants to get 60 votes in the Senate. And that basically means they only need 10 Republicans in the Senate to say yes. With out of the 50 Republicans, they would need only 10 of them to say yes to this package. Next up, extending the eviction and foreclosure moratoriums until the end of September. September 30th is going to be referenced a lot in this bill. September 30th is basically when the government is funded till in 2021. So when September 30th comes around is when they have to do that yearly passing of the government budget for 1 year, and that prevents a government shutdown if they don't do that. So that is on September 30th. And he wants to basically include unemployment benefits of $400 per week on top of your state benefits until the end of September, and eviction and foreclosure moratoriums until the end of September also. Next up, $350 billion in state and local government aid. Now, remember, this is in the last stimulus package, there was no money for state and local governments in there. They took that money instead and gave it to you guys as the $600 stimulus checks. But states and cities do need money, and those states and cities give some of that money back to you guys in the form of rental assistance on the state and local city level. Basically, state programs like New York right now has a mortgage assistance or rental assistance program going on right now. A lot of states do. In fact, the vast majority of states have done this at least at one point or another. So if they get another $350 billion, that will be able to get you guys some more money through mortgage assistance and rental assistance on the state level. Quick side note is that there's $25 billion from the second stimulus package that has already passed. However, they're still getting the money to the states, and then the states have to send it out. So really that has not gone out yet. But basically on the state and city mortgage rental assistance level, these programs will pay several months of your mortgage or your rent. I will keep you updated when we get more information on when the states are actually passing this money out. So make sure you're subscribed with the bell icon on down below so you don't miss out on new updates. 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. every single day, Eastern Time, and tonight at 11 p.m. also. Okay, next up, $170 billion for kindergarten through 12 schools and colleges. $50 billion toward virus testing. $20 billion towards a national vaccine program in partnership with states and local tribes, and make the child tax credit fully refundable for the first year and increase the credit to $3,000 per child or $3,600 for children under the age of 6. So this is another form of stimulus for you guys because basically if you do have children, this will give you a larger tax credit, which will basically lead to a larger tax refund or tax rebate for you guys. So they're going to raise that to $3,000 for children and children under 6 to $3,600. This is a way of trying to get rid of child poverty. So this will basically provide an extra stimulus payment to you guys in the form of your tax refund or tax rebates because of these child tax credits. Also, what's interesting here, and we've said this here yesterday, the plan is the first of two major spending initiatives or stimulus packages or financial packages that Biden will seek in his first few months of his presidency, according to senior Biden officials. The second bill is expected in February, which is 2 weeks away from now, will tackle the president's longer term goals of creating jobs, infrastructure, combating climate change, and advancing racial equity. Also, senior Biden officials who have been working on this plan for weeks also confirmed that the president elect is still in support of a $10,000 student loan forgiveness. I also want to say the $200 per month Social Security increase is also a big thing that Biden has pushed for. I showed it to you guys like in the last video. It's literally on Joe Biden's official website, joebiden.com, on his economic plan. We're going to be getting more of the details of the actual bill tonight. Joe Biden is probably on TV about now going over the details of it. I will get the actual bill and more details on if Social Security increases in there, if student loan forgiveness is in there, what else is in this bill, and what might be in the bill coming out in February as well as we push for what Biden says stimulus checks and stimulus packages until the pandemic is over. So make sure you're subscribed to this channel so you don't miss out on new updates. I have a new video coming out for you guys in just a few hours at 11 p.m. Eastern time tonight. You won't get a notification for it. So at 11 p.m. Eastern, or if you're West Coast time, 8 p.m. West Coast time, just go to YouTube. And if I'm not there on your homepage with the brand new video, just type in "It's Jimmy" in the search bar and go to my newest video because I will have a big update for you guys at 11 p.m. Eastern time tonight. You can click this top video here, which is my newest stimulus check video to watch next, or this video teaches you how to start your own business selling products on Amazon FBA. I have dozens of students that have replaced their 9-to-5 income selling products on Amazon, and I teach them how to do that. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.